I want you to imagine we live in a place called Candyland. Okay, so we live in this place called Candyland. And Candyland, man, it's such a magical place. Um, Everyone has perfect smiles. Everyone goes every day to work at the candy mines, and they produce all this candy to sustain Candyland. And every day they eat as much candy as their heart desires. Okay, so on the surface, man, Candyland looks amazing. I want to go to Candyland. So you look at it from the outside, okay, and it looks like the best. Like it's as if you're looking at the best Instagram post you've ever seen in your life, the most enticing Instagram post ever known to man. Man, Candyland. The harsh reality is, you know why everyone has perfect teeth? Is because all their teeth have rotten and fallen out. So everyone's actually wearing dentures. Um, why does everyone look young in Candyland? Because all the older people, as you get a little bit older, there's no one beyond 30. Because by the time you reach 30, you have diabetes and heart disease, and you die. That's why everyone in Candyland is young. Okay. And they need to produce more candy because they need to eat more candy so they can have more energy so they can produce more candy. And they need to produce more candy so they can eat more candy so they can have more energy. Because before, when it was a few pieces of candy that gave you energy, now that's starting to wear down. Now to get that same buzz, I need more pieces of candy. Okay. Now, you break this system for a month. At first, it's hard. Man, it's hard. You know, like you're used to like putting in your soda like 10 packets of sugar. It's like, okay, now I'm gonna live a healthy lifestyle. So at first, it's very, very hard to do that. Very, very difficult. You know, it's like when the first few days of fasting, if you talk to people who fast, they're like, oh, the first few days a little bit difficult, but I got into it. So the first little while was, man, it was very, very difficult because now you're gonna grow organic food. You have a vegetable garden, you know, and you're like, man, this vegetable tastes like styrofoam. Like, you know, all your taste buds are used to eating all these sugary foods. But slowly by slowly, you start tasting the vegetable and the freshness of the vegetable. And it takes time to do that too. It takes time because candies are easy, right? You just open the packet, candy. Open the packet, candy. This is hard, right? You have to sit, be patient, water those vegetables, grow those vegetables. And then, you know, you eat that. You try to have this healthy, organic food. And so by the end of the month, man, you feel like you reach this goal because your goal was to just do this for 1 month. Okay. So your goal was just 1 month. I'm going to do this. I'm going to not eat any candy and do this diet for a month. So by the end of the month, you feel way more content. You feel healthy. You created a different system. You stopped following this system of Candyland. Like you created this different system where you're exercising, you're praying, you're eating well. And so now you're like in a completely different state. The month ends and you go back to be a regular citizen in Candyland. So what happened? What happened to you in that, you know, going through that exercise when you just had that 1 month as a goal? Did you create a new identity? Can you sustain those habits afterwards unless you created a new identity, unless you change that about yourself? Okay. The monthly goals that we have in Ramadan should be a means for us to attain taqwa, for us to create this iman-based system. Okay. Your good works that you increase during the month of Ramadan will be a means for you to get taqwa, but then taqwa would also necessitate that you produce more good works. Okay. So make Ramadan part of your identity. Make the higher objectives of Ramadan part of your identity so you can sustain it afterwards. Or else it's just going to be Ramadan, rinse, and repeat.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.